What if the reason you keep having the same arguments or struggling with the same money worries isn't entirely your fault? What if it's an old program running in your mind, installed when you were just a kid? So many of us wonder, why do I do that? Especially when our actions remind us of our parents. It's a common experience. You promise yourself you'll be different, but then, under stress, out comes that familiar tone of voice, or that old way of handling problems. It can be so frustrating, but understanding why this happens is the first step to changing it. Here's the simple truth. As children, our brains are like super sponges. We learn by watching the people around us, especially our parents or caregivers. We see how they talk, how they manage anger or sadness, how they deal with money, how they show love. We soak it all in. This is called observational learning. It happens automatically, without us even trying. These observations become like secret instructions for how to live. Then there's something called conditioning. This is when we learn that if we do something and get a certain result, we're likely to do it again. If crying got us attention, we might have learned to cry more. If being quiet kept us out of trouble, we might have learned to be very quiet. These aren't bad things. They were ways we learned to cope and get our needs met in our early world. These ways of thinking, feeling, and acting get set very early and become so normal to us, like breathing. They become our automatic default settings. So even if a pattern isn't healthy, like yelling when angry, it can feel like the only way because it's what we learned. But here's the empowering part. What was learned can be unlearned or changed. Recognizing that these patterns have a starting point, often in childhood, takes away the blame and opens the door for new choices. Want to understand more about how these specific childhood patterns might be affecting your communication, your relationship with money, or your own relationships today? Our Mind Hacking Hub YouTube channel has a full, in-depth video that explores this, plus many other videos with tips and techniques for self-understanding. Go check them out. If this insight was helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to Mind Hacking Hub for more ways to understand your mind and create the life you want.